Are we in the show, Jim?
Why, yes, we are, Quinn. This is the Jupiter Boys. My name, as you know, as I'm your brother, is Jim Jupiter.
Yeah. And my name is Quinn Jupiter. I don't know why I stopped like I was expecting you to introduce me. You know, like I'm Jim Jupiter, and
You're
this,
my brother. You're my
Quinn,
brother, Quinn Jupiter.
Quinn.
It's Friday. You've been in a coma for 6 years.
What?
So
is Gilmore Girls still on?
no, and neither is Lost, and you're not even gonna believe how that fucking thing ended. You're gonna be real mad. Remember that thing you said? I hope that this never happens, and this would totally ruin the show if they ended it this way.
They made Sawyer the smoke monster. I knew they were gonna make Sawyer the smoke monster.
So this is a show where two boys who are from the planet Jupiter get together and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a podcast. Sometimes we don't. It's like the Schrodinger's cat of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, it's neither dead nor alive.
If you check your feed, we're both there and not there.
We flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon.
Yeah.
Quinn, which side would you like? Would you like the writing side or the logo side?
I would like the logo side, please.
It's the logo side.
It's the logo side today.
Give me a second to cue up the timer because, God forbid.
God forbid we go over time, because...
Jesus Christ. That just cannot be allowed to happen ever. All right.
That sounds like a nightmare, Jim.
My dude, I'm ready for you.
So,
I'm ready to receive you.
Oh, you are? Oh, that's... I don't want to hear my brother say that, but okay. So, lately I have been listening to audiobooks of different natures, mostly Stephen King.
By lately, do you mean like over the last several years? Because we both have over the last several years.
Yes, over the last several years. I mean, I picked it up in the last little bit because I've just been bored at work, and like there's it's just monotonous work, so I just listen to audiobooks most of the time.
Yep.
Anyways, I finished one of my favorite Stephen King books on audiobook, 11/22/63.
Right.
It's a time travel book.
Yes.
And this is a little segment.
The James Franco one.
Yes. This is a little segment that I wanted to come up with. It's like a tiny little segment. It's called Quinn's Mini Book Report. And it's like just a small little book report that I'm going to do every now and then. Just kind of like summarize.
First of all, I want to just like interject by saying that like the very idea of doing a small book report on 11/22/63 is insane because it's a very, very long book.
Yes, and it's over 1,000 pages long. It's like Under the Dome, where you have to like invest a lot of time, or it's 30 hours audiobook. Right. So I mean, it's not like
30 hours is still more than one full day.
Oh yeah,
like
it's a lot, and that's what I really like about Stephen King is that when he has the chance to fully flesh out his characters and give them a way to develop inside the story.
Where he does King is a slow burner. He
exactly.
can do nothing but slow burn. Even like when like the climax is building up, like usually the climax lasts for like a third of the book, just because he's just such a slow burner that it's just like, oh, and it's just getting worse. It's like it's really terrible already, but it's just gonna keep getting worse for like another 200 pages.
Anyways, that's not my topic per se. My topic has to do with time travel, and it's kind of a spiritual successor to an older episode that we have called Harvey Oswald just poops his pants.
Yes, which was based on the fact like what would happen if just people pooped their. I think the whole premise of the episode was just what would happen if people pooped their pants at various moments of history. You used to run with a lot less for the same kinds of ideas. So,
anyways, I was thinking about time travel, and 11/22/63, he spends just an absurd amount of time making sure that the audience understands the butterfly effect, and it's like, okay, Stephen, we get it. You explained it 58 times.
We all watched the Ashton Kutcher movie.
Yes.
Like, you wrote this movie 10 years after that movie was made. We've seen it. It's okay. Like,
exactly.
That's common parlance now, dog.
Everybody's seen the Ashton Kutcher movie, man. We get it. Time travel, it fucks with you if you try to fuck with it. right? So what I'm thinking is we've got to figure out a way to travel back in time, Jim, and inadvertently create like change the course of history by doing minuscule things to make it like be like, okay, we're not affecting it.
You just want to do a time. You just want to do a Jupiter Boys time travel bit, right?
Well, okay, yes, so but I want to do it in a way where we don't have like we don't outwardly make it look like we did it. We have to cover our tracks, and we have to make it sneaky.
Here's one. Okay. So World War II.
Yeah.
Hitler's starting to rise to power, and other nations are starting to bristle.
Super bummer time.
Winston Churchill is sitting there looking over, military plans and aerial maps.
Yeah.
Just, war things, as you do. And lo and behold, he flips a page and discovers a single thin slice of something. And he's at first he thinks it might be a bomb. And he gingerly prods at it.
Yes.
And it appears to be some sort of gel-like substance encased in plastic. Okay. And upon study, his scientists determined that it is actually like a food product, some sort of dairy product, almost like a processed cheese slice. And and it has been left surreptitiously on his desk. His scientists, upon breaking this down, discover a way to process natural cotton, turning it into like a far more bulletproof substance, which gives the Allied forces,
the Allied
forces a significant advantage.
Ending Hitler's war. They just look like the Cottonelle guys,
saving millions of lives.
They're just like they like the Michelin men. They're like all coming around like
the Germans are like, mein Gott, or mein Gott.
My God, you keep shooting at this. It's just more cotton.
It is the marshmallow man.
The thread count is ridiculous.
Fuck. Why am I so stupid? So what great way are you going to change history with a tiny piece of
so
change?
What I'm gonna do is so Lee Harvey Oswald is a little punk ass bitch, right? Everybody knows this. He's kind of like he admitted when he got caught that he was a patsy. He was like, oh, it wasn't me, like, oh, I'm just a patsy. He didn't have a lot of conviction, and he ended up like getting shot unceremoniously by a cop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to slip him something into his...
Was it really by a cop? I thought it was just by a bystander.
No, he was killed by a cop. Like the cop like took him out, and everybody was just like, okay, it's all good.
No, man, like he was being marched out of the police station, and some dude came out of the crowd and shot him.
Yeah, it was a cop that shot him.
Oh,
Jesus. I think he was off duty, but he was a cop.
Oh, I never knew that.
Stephen King like stresses the point that he was a cop, and he's like, I read a lot of, and he does like an afterword. He's like, I read a lot of things about it, and the best book I read was this, and he's like, I analyzed the facts, and I read that one was the closest to history that I can find in terms of like how many people wrote about it.
It's weird. Stephen King doesn't really do historical fiction, really. Like this is kind of an interesting.
Exactly, because he's using actual like snippets of like news reports and like things that he can find that he knows where they lived, and he actually went there and took tours of the places so that he could get like the feel of the place and like write about it really accurately.
So what would you so you would change something for Lee Harvey Oswald?
Lee Harvey Oswald, right? Sorry. So he was like, he beat his wife a lot. And like, well, I mean, neighbors say that he beat his wife a lot. I mean, he probably did. So he was kind of an idiot. So I would slip something into his food to give him like mad diarrhea the night before that Kennedy was supposed to do it. Cause like, he's not going to be
Harvey Oswald poop his pants.
Just make Lee Harvey Oswald poop his pants, but safely at home without his rifle in the book depository. You know what you
could even do is actually at Lee Harvey Oswald's secret communist or whatever, gathering.
Yes.
You could actually just give them all diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Even if, like Lee Harvey Oswald goes down, they just replace him with somebody else, right?
What if I like strategically placed banana peels just all over the stairwell to go up the depository, so that any way that Lee Harvey Oswald is getting up there, he was gonna slip. Like anywhere he steps, he's gonna slip on the stairs.
Oh my god! And like the thing is, you can go back an infinite number of times, right? So you can
try and like grease him up. He like puts like you just sprinkle olive oil on the banana peels. You're like, this time it's gonna fucking work. He's gotta slip.
You would know exactly what steps they would take, right? So you could like put them exactly where they're going to step, like a millisecond before.
It's another thing I would do is I would probably like specifically change sports history and see what that would do, because like I really want to see like alternate histories in terms of like these greatest sports moments where there's like these huge upsets. I would just like throw something on the ice to like fuck it up, or like I'd like make something crazy happen to like postpone the game so that I change that history. Because like what happens if that happens, you know? What happens if fucking like Mike Tyson just slips on?
But
like
these are like mine at least, by giving Winston Churchill processed cheese, was to save millions, like to save tens of millions of people from genocide.
I'm just trying to change
You're
shit.
like, I would just like for a sports organization to be slightly better positioned now in the present.
Yeah, I guess that's
you're thinking pretty small there with your time travel.
Pretty small fry.
That's okay, because that's the end of the topic.
Oh man, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
I saved your ass with that timer. Aren't you glad we have the timer? Quinn, what time is it?
It's time for the mid-show smoke break. It's the time on the show where we smoke weed, and we do it loudly on microphone, so that you can hear their sultry tones of weed smoking, of
just
smoking,
dank smoke coming
smoking that jazz cabbage, just loving it, living it, loving it, laughing it.
All right,
can I go?
Yeah, you can take off now. I'm at cruising altitude. That was a nice little turn of phrase I used, because he was taking off. I'm at cruising altitude. Sometimes I surprise myself with my own wit, you know?
Yeah. Every time
Quinn,
you say something witty, I never pay attention.
Yeah, that's the story of our lives, actually. That noise was very annoying, by the way. Quinn, this week I want to talk. So I just recently, I know you're a long time user of these products, but I just recently purchased a smartwatch with a fitness tracker in it.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive we've had this exact topic before, but now it's something that I've experienced, and so I want to talk about it because I'm narcissistic.
I mean, it's your experience, and I want to join you on that journey. I want to join in that spiritual quest.
So I got a fairly nice one. Like it's not an Apple Watch, you know, it's not like $800 fucking dollars, but it's it's just such an unbelievably inappropriate price.
You know what I found about having a smartwatch is that
it makes you better than other people.
It makes you better than other people, but also it drains your battery of the smartwatch really fast unless you change the settings. Like if you leave that Wi-Fi on, your wrist is gonna get hot, son.
Yeah.
These are not really appropriate for summer times.
No,
your wrist gets really sweaty too. I had to stop wearing mine. But anyways, continue with your topic, Jim.
So anyway, like I've got a fairly nice one. It's a Motorola.
Okay, nice.
And it's pretty nice. And it's you know, I've got like it's tracking my steps. It uses like the Google Wear OS and whatever.
How many steps do you average a day?
Well, yesterday I did 5,500. The day before I did around 5,000.
Okay, that's like my weekend numbers.
Yeah, I mean, like that's I don't leave my house really.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like I walk all the time and I'm always on my feet. So
you walk at work.
My average are like 9,000 a day for weekdays, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so like because of that, now like it feels like it actually has like a little program where it's like you're trying to get 21 heart points today.
Yeah,
and, like,
I know about them heart points.
Yeah, and like My whole life feels gamified right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Trying to focus on getting those hard
fucking
points.
level of like Super Mario Brothers, and I'm just trying to like collect all the coins.
It's interesting that smartwatches are really good for encouraging you to like keep it up and like keep going, and you can start like on my watch. I got a Fossil watch. If Fossil or if Motorola both want to sponsor the show, that'd be fucking tight.
That would be really good because we just gave you both free advertisements, you fucks.
Yeah.
Give us money.
But maybe don't call them fucks. I don't think advertisers really like that. But there's
like fucks, like as brothers.
Oh, okay, yeah, like a homie fuck. So there's a start workout button, and I've never used it, but I'd imagine it'd be pretty good for like actually monitoring those workouts. Usually, like when I'm like at work, I don't know when I'm gonna like have to go walk a great distance to get something. It just happens. It just happens organically, so I can't like plan it. But like if I wanted to actually do arm like muscle workouts, I could start it. But that's pretty cool that like it gives you that motivation. It kind of kicks you in the ass.
Well, it's just like you're just constantly looking at your point total every day, right? Like you're just like, well, I gotta fucking hit what I hit yesterday, and if I don't, I'm like, what am I even playing this game for? Like, what the fuck?
I think that's why I stopped wearing my fitness watches, just because like I wasn't getting my step count, and I was like, I mean, it's the weekend. I got my step count every single day. I think I can take 2 days off. And like my watch was like, you're not hitting your daily steps. And I was like, oh, fuck off.
See, I don't believe in like the notifications of being like, oh, you're really shitting the bed. You fat piece of shit. What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck off your ass, you dipshit.
You know what it reminds me of is when Wii Fit used to, and there is no way that we were overweight as children. And you'd get on that Wii Fit board and they'd be like, oh, you're a little heavier than your weight's supposed to be. And you're like, fuck you, Wii Fit. Don't fat shame me, piece of shit.
Well, like, it might have just been because it was like you'd entered your height in centimeters and we were guessing like every fucking time. We're like, I'm probably about 104 centimeters.
I'm like the size of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I'm like 10.
It's like, oh, you're severely underweight.
You're emaciated, son. You're 6'9"? Jesus Christ. You only weigh 80 pounds?
Oh boy.
But
like I kind of want to get that now too, like the Wii Fit, the new like Ring Fit that they've got for Switch. Like,
like they have like those exercise ones for Switch, eh?
Yeah, it's a ring. It's a plastic like resistance ring, and so you have like one on your leg, like in a strap. You like strap one of the Joy-Cons to your leg, and then you have the other one in this ring, and you use like the combination of those two things to do a bunch of like tasks like with
That's
the game.
Sick.
Yeah,
I want to try that.
Yeah, me too. Apparently they sold out like immediately. As soon as quarantine started, like everybody in the entire world was like, well, I've got a Switch, I might as well get fit. And so like they just like bought out the entire supply. Yeah, it was it's crazy. They're probably like back being available by now, but
yeah, I mean everything for the Switch, like it sells out, and then it's like people stop buying it in like great quantities. Like I'm sure you can get Animal Crossings now.
Oh yeah, well you can never not get Animal Crossing, like the physical copy. Like I didn't hear of any shortages.
No, like, but I think it did sell out on the first day.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, like, you can always get the digital copy.
They just restock, and digital copies are like, I pretty much get the digital copy of any game.
Me too. Like, I don't see a huge. I mean, like the advantage on Nintendo of getting the physical copy is, I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe you actually get more Nintendo points for getting the physical copy of the game.
I think
for registering the physical
so,
copy. And so then like that actually like gives like you can use those for like I've bought games with my Nintendo points. Like
I think I've bought like a small game. I think I bought maybe Katamari with my Nintendo points, and because that was pretty cheap. Yeah, I fucking loved it. I played Katamari like crazy. I think I've played every single level.
I have that game. I gotta play that again.
I've got like a dozen. I've played every single level at least 20 times. Like I just keep playing more and more like the same level.
I'm afraid to play that game because I just got the new Joy-Cons and like they've been drifting like hell.
Oh really? God.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, no. I mean, like the originals drifted like hell, and I don't want to like push these ones to the limit.
Yeah, but I wonder if like they fix that problem. You know.
I fucking hope so, because that was really annoying.
I play a shit ton of Katamari. My Joy-Cons are fine, so
Nice.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I mean, maybe I'm just like an outlier. You know.
Yeah. Very well could be. You very well could be, because you have one of the earlier Switches.
Yeah, I've got like the first generation Switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean I don't wear my fitness watch because it gives me wrist pimples, which is gross. So
that's gross.
Yeah.
It's nasty. I wish you hadn't told me that, actually.
Well, I do too. I wish I hadn't told the internet that.
Well, what are some other things that you could gamify in your regular life? Like, do you think you could make a game out, like, and I'm talking about things that are like explicit. Yeah, but I'm talking about things that are explicitly. I mean, like, yes, that would actually be pretty awesome. Pooping.
Like you hit a high score, you're like, okay, I'm gonna poop for like, the minimum is 3 minutes, the maximum is 15.
Yours is a pooping duration, so you want to like slow down how fast the poop comes out of you?
I think I kind of like, I kind of want to like savor my poops a little bit, you know, like kind of like enjoy that time, because
that actually, like, I feel like discomfort in my butt just thinking about that, because like that's sort of like the whole opposite point of poop, which is to like evacuate poop out of there, like pretty much. And as quickly as possible. I'm just
trying to slow it down, you know. I'm just trying to have.
You're just like trying to like back it up. Like, no, hold on, before you go, have you heard this Radiohead album?
You pooped you pooped to Burn the Witch. Radiohead.
Oh my
God. It's like 89-minute album.
So I don't know why you would want to do that. Why would you want to game your poop I don't think that? But I'm like talking about things that are like explicitly like unpleasant tasks, like mowing the lawn. For example, right? Like,
doing dishes. Maybe like I mean, I don't really mind doing dishes, and I kind of like doing laundry, which is weird. But
what if you could get like? What if you could get, here's how you could gamify mowing your lawn. You get like a drone that just like flies directly above your yard and watches you mow the lawn, and it like tells you on a screen like how efficient you were. Like, it tells you like, oh, you missed this spot here, like you should have just like gone like this. Like, it's like, pick up your efficiency, pick up your speed, and like you could have like this whole like thing where it's like giving you like notifications like, oh shit, gotta move, gotta take this corner, and that's the end of the topic.
You piece of shit! You should have zigged and you zagged. You dumb fucking idiot! Wow.
Clearly, you don't have machine intelligence.
You're not like this mower here. It's efficient and safe and practical.
So we've been the Jupiter Boys. This has been our show. We only do it for 20 minutes, so like we know it's bad, but it's not. At least it's like not that much of bad.
No, it's not a large quantity of bad. It's just.
Yeah.
The right amount of bad.
Oh my God. Am I not recording? Please tell me.
Oh my God. Please no. Please no, God.
Oh no, I'm recording. Okay. Oh Jesus Christ.
We just Jesus massive
Christ. Oh, I didn't like that. That's not fun. That was a bad time. But anyway, listeners, I'm glad you came through that emergency with us. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Thank you, Christo Graham. You're really fucking cool.
It's true. Thank you. We're part of the Rodolpho Shark Network with shows like Girth and Deets. Go check out their back catalog. I don't think they've made a new one in a while, but go check out what they've got. Two Boys Out East. You can go to thejupiterboys.com. I'm also on Twitter at the Jupiter Boys.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
And then shoot those nuts
straight down your Jupiter gullets. I don't really have like a post thing for this one, but
Rodolpho Shark.